Diane Kaiser here, and today we're going to talk acne again. So I just released a video about a month ago at the time of this recording, and I talked about cystic acne healing and really just any acne healing. You know, today we have so many people more than ever with acne issues, and we're wondering just what the heck's going on. You know, we used to think it was like a thing that you used to get when you were a teenager, and now here we are with adult acne, and we're like, what's going on? No matter how many things we've taken internally, prescription drugs, etc., there are so many root cause reasons why we have acne. Today we're going to talk products. I'm going to also link below somewhere here in this article or a video with the notes in the bottom that you can see so that you can watch the cystic acne healing, the 6 recommendations that I have for you. This is going to be a part of the products. So the number one reason is gut dysfunction. We've got hormonal issues, liver detoxification, supercharging your nutrients and your diet, avoiding certain foods, self-love, and support system. So those are the things I talked about in the other video, but today we're going to talk about the topicals, because so many people think like, oh, I can just scrub this stuff off and that's the reason why I have acne. I actually had acne a lot as a teenager, and so before I even get into that, I want to introduce my guest, Dia, and she's one of my partners in crime with the products. So Dia, can you just introduce yourself real quick, and I'll go back to the acne thing in my story, and we'll go back to the products.
Absolutely. My name is Dia Draper. I am an executive director with Beautycounter. So I've been with them on the mission to get safer products into the hands of everyone so that everyone has the chance to have skin products that actually work, are super effective. We don't have to compromise on performance, but are actually safe for our health. And that it's fewer products than you think that qualify.
Yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. And we're both tuning into you from California. So when I was younger, my why behind this, behind why am I such a big proponent of healing the gut from the inside, I have a program for that. You can watch that in the video. But healing acne from the outside, a lot of people who just don't care to do like the diet and the detox and all of that stuff, and they want to do like the products. This video is going to cover that. When I was younger, I was 16, 17, I had hormonal acne. I took birth control. And while it worked for a while, I learned the toxic long-term side effects of birth control that you could watch in some of my other YouTube videos. That's the number one reason why women come to us, is to get off birth control and take control of their hormones and dysfunction, and why they had problems to begin with, like acne. And then my earlier college years, I had such bad cystic acne, and I had pimples that were splashing all over the mirrors, and I started freaking out about it. So I took Accutane, one of the most demonstrative prescription medications that you can take, and now doctors are recommending it to people for life. Did you hear about that, Dia?
No, that's actually really scary.
I know. I got an email from someone on Yelp, and I was like, what? So no, that's chemo, you guys. That is a prescription medication they use for chemo. And then the third thing that a lot of people are taking is antibiotics, which is similar to one of the things that we are putting on our face. And we're going to talk about that today, which destroys your good guys too, your good girls in your gut, which actually prevent acne and kill off some of the bad pathogens and bugs that cause it. So without further ado, I want to talk to you guys about the easier thing to do than remodeling this inside stuff, and that is to use the right products that will heal acne from the outside. And I don't know if we could use the word heal, but we can maybe use like the word mitigate, you know? Well,
and what I'd love to just throw out for everyone is that it can be a combo approach, right? You can be working on the inside while you're working from the outside, and so one of the things that's going on with a lot of acne products is that they are highly irritating.
Yes.
On top of, you know, maybe you're getting less acne, but your skin is red and it's angry and it's upset. And so you're kind of in this place where the things that you're using on your face aren't supporting the work that you're doing inside, you know, in terms of loving yourself or changing your hormonal system or coming into balance with all sorts of things that do really impact what shows up on our skin. So this is sort of like get an ally in good products for all the other good work that you're doing. And if you aren't ready to do the inner gut and, you know, health and heart work, this is a place to start. And you will get some results, and, you know, it just kind of depends on each person what's going on. So.
Totally. Just like there's all these different skin types. It's like oily and dry, or like bipolar skin. You know, everybody's going to have a different.
I'm oily and this, and like the other week I'm this. And
yeah. Or like you're hot and you're cold, and it's like hormonal. Is it digestive? There's so many different root causes for it. But this is like the way that, like Dia said, you could be doing all of these things at once. And I'm going to be trying some of these products, even if some of them are not like acne per se. but I can be acne prone if I eat things like wheat and dairy. And so like, I know those things, but a lot of people don't. So who is this for? This could be for women. This could be for men. This could be for all ages. And so I want you guys to see yourself in this, and also maybe compare some of the things. Like, we're not here to bash companies, but we are here to bash chemicals that are being used everywhere worldwide, being marketed. The ones that you're seeing most of the time in magazines and on TV, and the things that the doctors are talking about, the more you're seeing it, the more toxic it is. And the more these things, if you put them on your skin, are going directly into your bloodstream, and they're damaging other organs. So we could, there's a way that you could have better skin without destroying your inside skin too. So Dia, let's get into the products, because I know we've got a little bit of time here, about 10 minutes. We're going to cover all the products. These are new ones. I'm going to put links for all of them below so you guys can see each one of them. Some of them also are going to it's going to be customized. So if you guys have questions, you could always reach out to me, and we're going to help you with that. So yeah, what have we got here? This whole kit, what is it? We've been waiting to unveil it.
So it's our Countercontrol line, is the name of it. Here, I'll hold it up for an extra second.
Yeah.
And I want to talk just sort of generally about what's different about this line than other acne lines first, and then I'll get into the product by product. So
Sweet.
A lot of traditional anti-acne lines, use something like a benzoyl peroxide that is going to be like a bleach product, and it's going to, at some points be effective, but it's also going to cause, a lot of the good bacteria, as you were talking about, to die along with the bad bacteria. And where Beautycounter really gets innovative is in how it approaches inflammation, so that every single product in this line is working to sustain the good bacteria that we need to create the balance in our body. So rather than stripping it all out and, potentially creating that irritation or creating a reaction that's going to create more acne that makes you need it more, right? We're actually allowing the skin to relax, let that inflammation subdue without causing all of the harm and getting rid of the good bacteria that we need. So all of the products use two major ingredients to do this. We use naturally derived salicylic acid, which we derive from wintergreen, which I actually hadn't heard that before. Yeah, it's such a neat, Beautycounter is really at the forefront of kind of innovating around these things.
Yes.
So what it does is, and I'm looking at some notes because I want to make sure I can get this right, but it makes sure not to kill off the good bacteria, but at the same time, it's going to get up into the pores, it's going to break things up, it's going to calm down inflammation, which we recognize both internal, like systemic inflammation, and external localized inflammation are both causing acne. So it's going to chill that out.
Calamite, pores.
Yeah, and it also, it's a great carrier, so it helps nutrients get deeper into the skin. It helps it penetrate better.
Awesome.
And it can also penetrate through oil, so it can help with oil reduction as well.
Sweet.
So we derive that from wintergreen. The other major ingredient that we use is rose bay willow, and that's going to be more of like a soothing element that's going to keep the skin hydrated, so that we aren't stripping out and causing increased irritation. So that is a really strong natural resource. It's not something that's used widely. Again, Beautycounter is innovating, coming up with really great, safer alternatives to what's out there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go through the line of products.
Like cutting edge, clean, and cost effective.
Yeah, it is actually our lowest cost line.
Yeah, that's cool.
In large part, that's because there are teenagers who could really benefit from this. And, I think, paying thousands of dollars for skincare.
Oh my God, I almost spent I did spend $3,000 on have my face ablated.
Oh,
so many people are doing that, and this line is less than the cost of a facial. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, what did I say? It's like $130 something.
Yeah, yeah. Most facials are like $150 for plus some product or whatever.
So the first step in the line is the clean pore cleanser, and it has an exfoliating element to it. It is super fresh. It smells lovely. This is one of the elements. I don't have acne but I have combination skin. And so I'll tell you which of these products I've taken to using, because it's not all of them, but which is where we get into customizing for what you need. But this is the first step. It's a lovely face wash. It's going to clean your face really well, and it is not going to irritate. So it's not that type of exfoliation that is going to strip. It's going to leave the skin still hydrated, but it's also going to have that salicylic wintergreen in there that's going to help penetrate, break up the pores, and help wash and cleanse all of that out. So that's step one. Step two, this is the other one that I use, is the toner, which is amazing. It's my favorite toner that I've ever used ever in my entire life. It does not contain alcohol, and that's one of the things that's really unique about it. Alcohol can be a great toner, but it's incredibly drying. One of the things we really wanted to do with this line was not strip the skin, was give the skin the nourishment that it needs to be able to, I almost said behave, and that's such a mean,
like regulate, self-regulate.
Yeah, thank you. To like help the skin come into balance, right? So if you're stripping oil out, then what's going to happen is it's going to create more oil.
Exactly.
Right? And so we don't want to have that mishmash of fist fight happening.
Yeah.
So it's a really beautiful toner. The next step in the process is this all over acne treatment. I have used this when I tried this every day because I was curious about it. For me, it was too drying because I don't have that oily skin. I have certain parts of it, but what I've found is that I use it leading up to my period. When I'm getting a little bit more reaction on my skin. And so it's been great selectively for me on that. But if you're using the whole line, if you're someone that does have acne that has oily skin, we recommend the whole line together.
Cool. I have a question about that product. Would it be good for spot treating if you have like hormonal acne is typically here? So kind of spot treating if your whole body, if your whole face is too drying?
You have a bigger than a spot area because we also have this SOS spot treatment, which is awesome. So you'll notice that this is filthy, and it's because I like throw it in my bag. I keep it in my purse. I'll like shove it in my pocket. Like I make sure I have this with me. And I have a good example right now. So last night I had this really big like zit basically starting to form on the side of my nose, and I used it and I don't even see it now. I don't know if you can.
Zits be gone.
Yeah. So it just like magic.
That's awesome.
Both of these products do have 2% salicylic acid in them, which is the highest you can get before prescription.
Right.
So they're going to be really, really, really great at reducing the inflammation, calming redness, kind of letting it just, like I kind of think of it as this like sigh of relief. It's like,
like your pores do that?
Yeah, it's kind of like the skin is like, wait, we're so angry. And then it's like,
yeah.
Okay.
It's like an antidepressant for pores, but like a natural one. It's like niacin. Question on that too, Dia, is it helpful for cystic acne? Like,
so, yes and no. Cystic acne is kind of a bigger situation than just what you can handle with products. I think that's pretty well understood, that there's more going on in the body than just surfacely.
Right.
Right. There's a better word for that, but it's the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I think I've seen it work for people. I have a friend, actually another consultant who has cystic acne on her chin. She has been using it and it has been helping. She's also been making some of those more systemic changes that can, so I think in that situation in particular, you really want to look at the blend because what's happening internally is a big part of that.
Yeah, like gut dysfunction, hormonal imbalance, heavy metal toxicity, the imbalances that you have in your mitochondria and absorbing nutrients, zinc deficiencies, all that kind of stuff.
And the self-love.
Yeah, and of course the self-love. Yeah, it's always rooted there.
So last product in the line, once you've kind of done your treatments, is the Matte Effect Gel Cream. So this is sort of like the moisturizer, and my clients who have oily skin have gone berserko for it because they're like, I can go through the whole day and not get shiny, which, you know, I think for people with oily skin is a pretty big deal. So it's great for that. It keeps the kind of oil regulated underneath. It's a great makeup primer too. So makeup will go on really nicely over it for a big event or just day to day. So that's been going really well. I'll say from having combo skin, if you're combo skin listening and get like some breakouts here and there, it may or may not be moisturizing enough. This is really designed for oily skin. And so if, try it. We have a 60-day money back guarantee. You can always return everything, save the box. They send you a return label with your shipment, and see for yourself. If it's not enough, because sometimes, you know, there can be dry acne that you want to actually treat with something nourishing. Our face oils are amazing for that. The number 3 face oil is the balancing oil. That's been the most effective for me for breakouts. And I've been using that with Beautycounter for years now. So that is a product that is going to help with that nourishing element if this is not enough nourishment. So what other questions? Oh, no. I didn't mention 2 other things because I did not bring them out here, but there's 2 other products that are really great with acne. One is the charcoal mask. It's very detoxing.
Love that.
It's going to absorb and pull out toxins from your pores. It also has salicylic acid in it, so it's doing some of the same work. Use it sparingly as a treatment instead of every day. The other is the peel. So this is a really huge product.
Huge.
It's amazing. I've never experienced anything like it. My mom is like, she wakes up in the morning and she's like, I have a new face. Like, she loves her face now. She's not, you know, she's amazing. But what's extra great about it, if you have suffered from acne to the degree that you have scarring,
I do.
It is making a huge difference on scarring. Yeah. So this would be a great product for you to try and provide some testimonials for the people you work with. We're seeing huge amounts of effect on that scarring going away.
Cool. And that's the peel.
And that's the overnight resurfacing peel.
I'll take some before and after. Get it? Before.
Yeah.
So you wear it overnight, the whole thing?
Yeah, put it on at dark. You know, you just don't want to wear it during the day. You wake up in the morning, wash your face, you're done. You can go out in the sun. It's not a chemical peel. All of the ingredients, all of the acids are naturally derived. It's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant product.
Awesome.
And you know, maybe we do another one on that. I know we're out of time today, but you know, maybe once you've given it a spin, you can give us some feedback.
Totally. So I want you guys to check out this 5 product line to begin with. And if there are some a la carte things you want to add to it, let me know, let us know. We can customize this thing for you. I have yet to try the acne line because I don't really have it, but I love the things that I heard when I was talking to Dia earlier about this, which is like I do have oily skin. And so I have this really toxic stuff. I've saved about $3,000 worth of toxic products and makeup that I've had from collecting over the years that I no longer use. And so after this segment, I'm going to do another one, just a short one, to talk about some of the other products that I have that are comparable and how to check your product as far as rating and how toxic it is. And then you can do that. You can do a little bit of research and we could do it together if you'd like before you buy this kit. But this is, again, a kit that is going to hopefully work for anybody, any age. So try it. You have nothing to lose. You get 60 days to try it. So thanks, Dia, for being with us today. And now we're going to shoot on over to just me. And then I will provide all the links and everything on how you guys can try this below.
Okay. I'm taking off. Thank you. Bye.
Adios, sister. Thank you.
Okay, and as I wanted to show you here, this is a search that you can always use, ewg.org. That is the website environmental working group where it gives you the ability to search for any product and check its toxicity score. So what I normally will do is I'll go in here and I'll say EWG and I'll do a search for it and I'll say, let's just say, for example, proactive. What I'm going to search for right now is the most popular acne brands and lines that most of us know, and so we can get an idea here for the toxicity score. So I'm in here now and it brought me right here. I'm going to type in proactive and let's see what pops up to see what kind of toxicity score there is. Now, this is a 6. There are many products, obviously, but one of the products that is listed here is rated a 6. Anything lower than a 3 is not considered safe in my book. There are literally thousands of products that you can and should be using that are much safer and more effective and also cost effective, that just your face and your body deserves better than a 6. Moderate hazard is a 3 to 6, high hazard is 7 to 10. I like to keep it real and keep it 1 to 2. As well as I look for environmental working group approval. And I will show you what that looks like next. So back in the day, I used Proactive because I was desperate for acne solutions, and I just don't want you to make the same mistake. Another one I wanted to show you is Rodan and Fields. I've had a lot of people who have come to me and said, hey, I think you should be a distributor for Rodan and Fields. And I see this kind of thing and I think, no. Because number one, these are just not things I want to put on my body, which everything you put on your skin becomes a part of your bloodstream within about a minute. A certain percentage of it just gets absorbed into the air and the other percentage gets absorbed by your body and has to go straight to the liver for processing. When someone says fragrance in their products, I don't trust them because that could be one of literally thousands of different fragrances that are synthetic and they cause allergies, immunotoxicity, irritation, and I have had plenty of skin rashes and have had to take prednisone for it to know better. And then there's all of these other things like phthalates that are in there and polysorbate 80. These are just not things that are meant to be on, in, or around our bodies. So you'll see that some of these ingredients are 1, but a lot of these things here, 3, 4, 8, not good. So that's the first thing that I look for in products is what are the individual ingredients. I look at the product score, then I look for the individual ingredients. Now, if we were one of those people that went to the store and really wanted to feel better about ourselves and good about ourselves by paying really high price, for quote unquote high quality items that quote unquote work better because quote unquote so-and-so actress gets behind it and gets paid a lot of money to put their face on something, then you can go ahead and do that. But what I see here is any company that has any products or uses any ingredients that are considered high hazard, I will stay away from them completely. So I can click here and see all the different products, but at first glance, I would just not even give them a time or day because that's anything higher than like a 2 or even a 3. I wouldn't even use their whole product line. And then Clinique is another one. There's a lot of people who use Clinique. I used to use Clinique for things. Same thing here, 2 to 6. I would not recommend it. You could go straight to the Acne product line if you'd like, but I'm just showing you, for example, the most popular things that I've seen clients and people come to me using, thinking that they were good for them because they've been advertised the most. So the most amount of money that goes into marketing equals the most people who are using them doesn't necessarily mean the most successful, but then they get doctors to say it. Dermatological I am a dermatologist and it's dermatologist approved. And when they say that, then it's like, oh, okay, there's immediate trust, but they're approved because you're getting paid to say that, right? So if you go into the Neutrogena line, you see that there's 1 through 10. Some of the products are 1s, but if there's anything higher than 3, then I just say no. So Neutrogena, you can scroll these products if you'd like and see each one of them. You could actually type in your product itself and say Neutrogena, let's just say acne. I'm not sure if there is even a product that will pop up, but let's just try it. You can type in anything here. Let's see, right here, Neutrogena all-in-one acne, all of these things right here, acne wash, 5. So what's happening here is you think you're doing your skin a favor by using these quote-unquote dermatologist-approved lines, but you're actually adding more toxins and more irritants and more things that your body will then have to process in the way of toxins to your body and eventually make their way to your liver. And the more toxic the liver is from the inside, then the more it needs to purge toxins onto your skin. So it is a literal vicious cycle. And so I'll show you what this looks like because Beautycounter, that's what this webinar was all about, is Beautycounter. And why did I switch over to Beautycounter products is that there's nothing more than a 3 in any of these products. Any of them, and there are 128 that are listed here. There's actually more than that, but as you can see here, it's top rated by EWG, full transparency, good manufacturing practices, and avoids EWG's ingredients of concern. In fact, as I state in many of my other videos, there is something called the Never List on Beautycounter's website, and you can see all the different ingredients that they will never use, and there are literally hundreds if not thousands of them. They're always adding new things, but you get the idea. The company is what we're looking for here is are they sound, are they transparent, and what is their mission, what is it all for? So I fully support Beautycounter for this reason, and I hope this video has been very helpful. Again, EWG is a great place to find this, and you could also download what's called Skin Deep. to your phone, your iPhone, and anytime you're at the store and you really want to check to see the health of a product, you can literally scan the barcode of that product into your phone, into that app, and it will tell you the score. If you are too overwhelmed by all of this and you just want to go with one line that will always be transparent and will never use any of these ingredients, this is why I wanted to make things really easy on myself and my clients by recommending Beautycounter. So again, if you enjoyed this video and if you want to get behind Beautycounter and become someone who wants to purchase things and get a discount on an annual basis, you can always become part of the tribe and get 15% off year round. Or if you are a health coach and want to add this to your list of recommendations, you could also email me on how to become a distributor and recommend this to your clients. But thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next Beautycounter Beautiful Unicorn Warrior video. Bye for now.